Hello everyone, and welcome back to Blanket Fort. My name is A, and this is the final episode, the thrilling conclusion, the epic last chapter of Meurtro, our City of Mist campaign. City of Mist is a game written by Amit Mosh and published by Son of Oak. As always, if you enjoyed this campaign, it would be very appreciated if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, follow us on social media at blanketfortrpg on Instagram, TikTok, Bluesky. What am I forgetting?
Threads? I don't know.
We don't have threads.
We don't do threads. We also have a Patreon, so if you'd like to support us financially to help us create more of these campaigns, you can do so there. If you've made it this far, you know this already, but there is a list of trigger warnings once again in the description. Please do what you need to keep yourself safe. Who would like to give us a little inner monologue of what happened last time?
I think I'm the only one that hasn't done it, so I think I'm kind of obligated to do it. As a essentially speedster, I perceive time a little bit slower than most people. By a little bit, I mean quite a bit slower than most people. So I think you see Angelo in this moment as the, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the loop begins again. And in the millisecond between the flash of light and the darkness becoming vision again, Angelo's running through what happened before. We figured out in the last loop that we were dead. There needs to be a way to fix that, but Marie told us that we had died, and I don't know about the others, but I at the very least remember my life ending. Again, I'm really hoping it's just mythos god bullshit. We found Persephone, but it seems like she wants to be killed. This is all part of some greater plan. I think from what I'm getting, I haven't been really explained to very well. Everyone seems to understand what's going on except for me. There's something going on between Persephone and her partner at the law firm, who I think is also a god. I think they're referring to her as Isis. I don't know who that is. I'm not caught up to date with the Greek mythology. Is it even Greek? I don't know. Hades isn't happy about that because Hades is Persephone. I know that much. Hades, Persephone, in love, or we're in love, but Persephone is cheating. I think this counts as cheating on Hades with this Isis person, and Persephone's trying to hide from Hades by being killed on the train, which turns out to be the boat that the old man rides to send souls to the afterlife. I think his name was Charon. I tried to steal his powers, and I did, and made everything a racetrack, specifically a track and field stadium, the one where I was meant to be doing my nationals, but that doesn't seem like a problem I need to worry about right now since I'm dead. Learned Hades is behind this, and that the Greek pantheon is siphoning, kind of almost like a parasite, eating up and consuming other pantheons to keep their power. And I think blessing referred to as relevance. Again, I don't know much about the Greek pantheon, so I don't know how well that's working technically. But we need to find Hades and put a stop to this. I think Aziz has a plan to replace Persephone. That seems really dangerous to me, but they all seem to know what they're doing, so I'm just going to go with the flow and follow their lead. Mercury seems very excited though. The moment Isis mentioned that Hades is more Hades than any mortal, Mercury got very excited about what we could take from them. So I guess I'll follow Mercury's lead there as well. Honestly, this whole god thing is way over my head. And okay, I can see the light. I think we're starting to sleep over again.
Screen reads, November 1st. Slowly coming into focus is the echoing sound of 100,000 people screaming and chanting. As it gets louder, you feel the unnatural sway of your legs beneath you, rhythmically beating the squishy rubber surface. The smell of sweat envelops your nostrils, and the more you come to, the more overwhelming it becomes. You sense your heart beating at the back of your throat as you struggle to regulate your breathing. The harsh lights from the projectors hit your eyes as blood pulses in your temples. You wipe your forehead. Your friends are here, running beside you. You hear Karen call out on the speaker, 100-meter men's final, up next, and a large clock starts counting down. You estimate that you have time for one last hurrah, one attempt, one lap around the stadium before you reach the end of the race. You feel all the possibilities bubbling up, each stadium exit holding potential. And I'm going to need one direction from each of you. You can go one place together, or you can go 3 places separately, or any variation of that. What do you want to do?
Oh boy, this is somehow more stressful than I thought it would be.
I want to go to Pasteur and Angelo. I was thinking obviously if there's somewhere you want to go, that's fine. But otherwise, I think I have a favour to ask that could help our predicament.
And just like running beside you, just very, it seems in their zone, and just hand goes, what's the favour?
I just think knowing as much as we can about like who the mythos are can be helpful, just to know who we can like utilize and stuff, and like who is a danger. And Isis had all that information in her closet space thing behind the bookshelf. So if you were okay with it, would you be willing to like run and grab all the books, or
grab all of them, or is it a specific books? I can run fast, but I don't know how long it would take me to bring all of those books.
To be fair, just grabbing a list of the like names of the person and their mythos, so just we know who to be aware of.
Okay, so you want me to speed read? I can speed read. I can do that.
I mean, hopefully it's on the cover of each book.
Okay then, yeah, I can give that a try. Let's do that. Okay, they're gonna sprint in that direction, super speed. I just immediately leave Aziz ahead in that direction.
Before we split off, Blessing, what do you want to do?
This is probably the last time I'm ever going to be able to see Rosa. I need to say goodbye. Yeah, so I'll be going to Corvizar.
We'll start... Actually, you know what? I'm going to roll the die. Pick 2 numbers between 1 and 6, each of you.
I'm going to pick 3 and 5.
I'll pick 1 and 6.
In which case then, I am 3 and 4.
2 and 4.
2 and 4.
2 and 4.
There we go. 3. Aziz.
I'm going straight to the children's hospital to try and stop Elle from needing to get on the train, whatever happens there.
You run towards the exit with the name Pasteur over it, and as you leave through the big tunnel, you end up right at the corner across from Necker Hospital. You're seeing 3-floor-high building, glass windows, slightly curved, like architecture. It's a modern building. You cross the street and get to the front. As you walk inside, the walls are kind of painted with different colourful scenery. There's balloons everywhere. There's clearly they are trying to make this place even a little bit acceptable. You walk in and there's a directory on the side of the entrance.
Look for the psych ward.
Psych ward is the 3rd floor. I assume you make your way up there.
Yeah.
You go up and there's a lingering sense of like, as you're going up those stairs, low level panic, and as you rise, the tension in the atmosphere is growing. And as you push the doors open to the 3rd floor, contained chaos. There's people running like up and down the corridor, whispering to each other. Something has happened here. Nothing that looks too immediate yet.
Can I spot L or the source of the chaos?
You can't see Elle from here. You do an investigate to see if you can sense where it's coming from.
Can I use feeds of chaos to add to it? That is a 6.
You're looking around and you're hearing your heart beat in your ears because you really haven't been here. You haven't seen Elle in what feels like forever. You're a bit stressed and on edge, but somebody's going to spot you. I'm sorry, you have a bit of a situation. Can we help you? Are you hurt?
I'm looking for L. Fredrickson.
Yep, so are we.
Do you know if he's...
Are you family?
Basically.
I've never seen you. What's your name?
Aziz.
All right, come here. Gonna grab you and put you behind the help desk that's at the front of the entrance. Sit you down and be like, Elle asked us to make sure you wouldn't come near them.
I thought that might have been the case, but I think I might be the only person who can help right now. And let's be honest, you've probably tried everything else.
Do you have any idea where Elle would be?
I wasn't even informed that they'd been moved to here, so...
Right. Well, we're currently looking through all the rooms, checking all the rooms on the left-hand side. If you want to have a look on the right-hand side, we'll take all the help we can get with this.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I start walking off, and can I just shapeshift into... What's something fast that sees things very quickly? A very... some form of predator bird thing.
A hawk? Okay.
Sure, I don't know birds. I'm not Brennan Williams.
Roll investigate again using your shapeshifting pepper tag.
Okay.
And whatever else you want to add to that.
Determination?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 7 plus 2, 9.
Okay. You're running down the other side of the corridor. You see the other people who are clearly looking through every single room under the bed, checking the people, trying not to make it stressful for the other people who are staying here, doing their best, but also this is a crisis. They've lost somebody. You go the other side. You knock on a couple doors first. You don't really see anybody. Oh yeah, you're a hawk. I forgot. You don't knock. I don't know what you do. You're a hawk in a hospital. You look through the window, I guess. And eventually you start smelling fire in the back office at the very furthest end.
Yeah, I follow that because I knew Lexi was the one bringing them, so fire probably means L.
Cool. You rush down there, and then there's a door, and you're a hawk.
I can shapeshift out of it.
So you're back to being yourself.
I'm dressed like a nurse, though. I'm Aziz, but with a nurse's outfit and a face mask on. I don't know if me being me is the best choice. So I'm trying to hide my face a bit.
Okay, roll sneak around.
That's a... I didn't ask to add anything, so it's just a 9. Could have
Okay.
been a 10 if I had thought first.
Could have been a 10.
But I don't have thoughts.
What do? You're in front of the store.
I just try to open it.
Inside. You open the door and it's like a utilities closet.
Yeah.
And at the very back, crouched on the ground with their hands open like this, staring into a flame, is Elle.
I'm just going to walk up and put my hand on top to put the fire out.
Okay, you do that. I am gonna give you a tag for this.
Okay.
You are gonna be burnt because you tried to start fire with your own hands.
Listen, I've done that so many times. If you're quick enough, it doesn't hurt.
This is a full flame.
Okay, fair.
Ella's gonna take a second and then snap out of whatever was captivating them into this fire. Look up at you.
You need to fight against Eshu.
How do you know about Eshu?
I know that not fighting against them will end badly for you.
Why are you here?
I was sent by someone with their own mythos. I can take you to them. They're very used to having to deal with that struggle.
Who?
They're called Lexi. She's a firefighter.
Do I need to set a fire?
No. I think, in fact, maybe try to never set fires. I think that should be a rule.
But he's telling me to set a fire. He's asking me to set you on fire. Because
You know what?
apparently you're the same.
I have my own mythos I'm fighting, which is why I know Lexi. You know what? Why don't you...
He's gonna grab you by the shoulders. Are you the same?
The same as...
Eshu.
Not as Eshu.
What are you? Why?
If you
Why
want
do you need to die?
I'm already dead.
No, you can't be.
I'm just trying to stop you from
I haven't
dying.
decided who gets to live yet.
You...
No.
That Eshu's
No.
tricking you. You don't get to decide.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
That's the deal. I decide and then you live. There cannot be two gods of chaos.
I'm happy for you to be the only one. I'm already dead.
No.
I'm
I
already
can't.
dead.
I'm weak.
You're a better person than me.
I'm in a utilities closet, Aziz.
Why?
Even you abandoned me here.
I thought I'm the one that sent you here.
No. What? Why?
My mythos started a lot earlier than yours. And I would black out when they took over, and I thought it was me. I thought I did this to you, and I'm sorry. I didn't...
No, you didn't do it. You didn't do
thought-
anything. I did this to myself. I'm weak. I can't resist
You're
this.
not... You'll be fine. You just need some help, and these people aren't equipped to help you. If you need to
I can resist
burn me
him.
to keep under control, you can just... We'll hold hands all the way. You can set fire
No.
to my hand as we're walking.
No.
Please.
I can hurt you. You need to
You
live.
can't
you need to,
hurt
you need
me.
to be the one
I'm
to live.
already dead.
That's not true.
It is.
Gods don't lie.
I'm not lying.
roll convince.
Can I add uncanny charisma, determination, and trusted confident?
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
What's your weakness to do with this?
Nightmares and flashbacks?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 7 plus 3, 10. 10.
Okay. Okay. I'm not letting him win. But you're not dead.
Okay. We can go to Lexi, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Lexi. Fire. Lexi is
well.
fire.
Yes.
Okay. Do I need to start a fire?
No, we can go to Lexi without needing to start a fire.
But I need to start a fire. I don't think I can just not start a fire. I think if I don't, then he'll get angry and then it'll be a lot worse.
Just set fire to me. I'm already. I can't be hurt.
No.
It won't hurt me.
No. You're not dead. Stop saying that.
Okay, I didn't say that this time. I didn't say it.
Can I start a fire to, this utilities closet?
How about we set a fire somewhere not in a children's hospital?
Where's the fun
Have you
in
been to the
that?
catacombs? We can
No.
go to the catacombs, you can set a fire,
Okay.
and we'll use them to get to Lexi.
Okay, we need to go quickly.
Yeah, let's go now. Now.
Okay. Can I grab your hand?
Yes.
I'm sorry if I burn you.
I don't care.
Okay. Grabs your hand.
I'd just try and get out of there as fast as possible.
Roll sneak around to see if you're spotted by the medical staff and the security that's joined
Can
them.
I use make people doubt themselves and feed off charisma? Of charisma?
Yes.
Feeds off chaos.
Feeds off chaos? Yes.
Do I have to
Yes,
pick
but you're going to be rolling take the risk instead of
Okay,
sneak around.
fair. That is an 8 plus 2, 10. Thank you. I was so scared this one has been fucking me. Was gonna continue fucking me.
Not gonna lie, that was the big one. Grabs your hand. You're running unseen down the stairs of the hospital.
Get
Elle is muttering to themselves. I'm not listening. Mm-mm. He came back for me. You were wrong. You said gods don't lie.
anyone can lie.
He told me gods wouldn't lie.
Well, that's not true. I've met so many lying gods.
How many gods have you met? I've met 0 gods. I thought it was just me.
I've met more than I'd like to.
I want to meet more.
Well,
you
you're going to meet
introduce me
another one
to-
right now, so
To some gods?
yeah.
Okay.
And
Do I
it's
need to
not.
start a fire now?
If we're in the catacombs, I just go.
No,
Yeah,
you're in the street.
No,
You're in the
I'm just
street.
like, just hold on. I just take off, like... Oh wait, I was wearing like a nurse's uniform. I take off my face mask and like, set fire to that while you're walking, and we'll get to the catacombs.
Immediately, just like you've barely said the words, the thing is up in ashes.
Okay, and I'm just like, that... We're getting to the catacombs, it's fine. I drag Elle to the nearest catacombs entrance.
You're gonna have to investigate this.
Damn it! But it's our group thing.
You can decide to use that tag to help you.
Okay, but does it burn it for everyone?
It does.
I'm sorry. Fuck you guys.
It's alright, I understand.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
And can I use determination as well? I'm very determined. I don't want to set fire to a children's hospital.
Wait, does it burn it if you use it as a tag or if you burn it? Because burning it and using it to roll is different.
You cannot burn a crew tag. Using it burns it.
Oh, using it burns. Okay, interesting. Okay.
That is
Because they're meant to be like broader, so you can only use them
Yeah.
less often.
You can't use it too often.
5 + 2.
It's going to take a while, and you will eventually find the closest like sewer entrance. Like you're going to open a few of them, and you, looking for this, lose track of Elle for just a second, and there's a trash can on fire. And Elle is stood next to it, staring into it.
I grab Elle and put... Is there a lid on for the trash can somewhere?
Yeah?
I put the lid on the trash can, and we'll just drag Elle away.
Okay. You make it inside of the catacombs. It's very, very, very dark in here.
Not doing any fire though. I'm getting my phone torch out. Although it's the catacombs, I'm just like, do I have anything with me? I'm gonna just take my top off and rip it into strips. So I'm just like dropping it like breadcrumbs, and I'm like, Elle, set fire to it behind us. You can just keep setting fire to it behind us.
As you're getting undressed, Elle is losing composure.
That's fine, they're not setting fire to things.
Just setting fire to the little bits and just like beet red. Breathing in, breathing out.
Damn, nothing more dangerous than gay panic.
And I'm just trying to run in the direction of the fire station.
Okay. That's a while. You know what? I'll give it to you. You walk to the fire station and you get out of the catacombs. Elle is almost like itching, needing release of this. You said I could burn things. What can I set fire to? Right.
Let's get inside the fire station. I'm sure we can find some practice dolls or something that they have for like the Heimlich maneuver or whatever, those kind of things. You can set fire to those. They can get new ones. I don't care. But let's just get inside. And I just run in with Elle. I'm not letting go of Elle's hand. That's
okay.
Not happening.
You're gonna get another burnt on your burnt.
I want you to look at my face and know that I don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah, just dragging Elle in and then shouting for Lexi as I'm walking in.
You're shouting for Lexi, and you know what? This is going to be a 50-50.
No, but Lexi
You
said
can
she was at work.
1, 3, and 5. Lexi got called to the bin fire outside of the children's hospital.
I put it out.
2, 4, and 6. Lexi is here.
Okay.
I'm going to let you roll it. I don't want to be responsible.
Oh no! I don't want to be responsible. Wait, I want odd numbers, right? No, wait.
Yeah.
I want even numbers. You said 2, 4. Wait.
Even 2, 4, and 6.
2, 4, and 6. Okay.
Forgot for a second what odd meant.
Oh.
We're all good. I have a STEM degree.
Oh no.
For 3. I need to know what would happen if I took the other dice. That was a fucking 6. What a bitch.
The sergeant runs out. You've met them vaguely before, in passing when you were visiting Lexi. Lexi's friend. Can I help you?
I just need Lexi as soon as possible. It's kind of urgent.
Gonna radio. Sergeant Colonel John.
Colonel Commander.
Commander, Chef, Captain of the Fire Brigade to Unit 9. Unit 9. I can't. Lexi's on a mission right now. Do you want to sit down, a drink? Can I help you? Your friend looks...
Do you have a training area? I think we need just like a wide open space for my friend. Just feeling a bit overwhelmed. So like just an open, empty training area.
Yes. Down there, second door on the right, big courtyard.
Okay, great. And I go there, close the door, and then set fire to whatever you want.
Like a true, like, forest fire level of flame is getting expelled, and it starts with fingertips, and then it's enveloping most of Elle.
I'm still holding Elle's hand.
You're gonna be so bad.
What's happening?
I'm not letting go.
That's a third tier of burned for you. It's like, it used to be right in the palm of your hand. It's crept up your arm at this point. And Elle... Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We need to put water on this. No, water doesn't help. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Is there...
Why are you so chill about this? I hurt you. Your skin is, like, not doing good.
I've been hurt a lot worse. Before, we're fine. I need you to be okay.
I'm okay. I'm better now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's okay.
Why did you say that you were dead?
Hades is doing some fuck shit. And I think he might have tricked me. I don't know.
But you're the king of the underworld. Or you used to be at some point. Surely Hades doesn't have any... Oh, I guess. Hades, her most powerful, would be more powerful than you. Not at your most powerful. No, you're not dead. You can't be dead. If you're dead, then I can't be the only god of chaos. I'm not built for this. I can't resist this. I can't resist. I've never been able to resist this.
We'll figure something out.
Not if you're dead. We won't.
Hey, I used to be running the underworld, okay? I can do a lot of stuff when I'm dead. Didn't think you'd doubt me.
If you're dead, can I join you and then we can be dead together and then we can be in the underworld together?
Honestly, I'd rather be dead with you than alive anyway.
I've missed you.
I've missed
Why
you.
did you stop? You sent me gifts before and then they moved me and then you didn't send me gifts anymore and I thought you...
I didn't know you'd moved.
I asked them to tell you.
I kept sending gifts. They've just been giving it out to random people.
I guess they deserve.
No!
Yes, they do.
Not more than you!
Nah. I'm not that fun to be around anymore.
Also, the hospital that you were just at were told specifically to not... that you didn't want to see me. So I think someone may have set it up so that I didn't get informed.
Well, not I.
Yep.
Didn't tell them that. We're both gonna live, and these stupid fucking gods are gonna go find somewhere else to be.
That is exactly how I'm feeling about this. I need to try and sort that.
Okay.
And I think I can, but I need to know that you're safe to be able to do it.
I mean, I'm surrounded by literal first responders.
Yes, but they're humans.
Is Lexi human?
Lexi's not human, but Lexi isn't here yet. Can I phone Lexi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get my phone out and start dialing Lexi.
Hello?
Hey, are you headed to the fire station?
Yeah, we're just finishing off. Rando called us for this fucking fire.
I've got... Elle needs your help.
Your friend Elle?
Yes.
My help as in they're on fire, or my help as in...
Well, I think if they're on fire, they don't necessarily need your help with it, but they might need your help to stop setting things on fire.
Say no more. I'm gonna be on my way.
Thank you. We're in the training ground at the fire station.
Who let you in?
Sergeant
you
Commander
storm my workplace,
Corporal.
you asshole. I'm gonna have a word with Sergeant Colonel John Captain Chef. I'll be here as soon as I can.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll turn back to Al and be like, Lexi is literally the first person to have gotten fire here, so I think Lexi can help you.
You have some powerful friends.
Oh, I know who Lexi is now.
Yeah.
But till Lexi gets here, do you want to just sit?
Yeah. I made you this, and it's like a origami house. It's the one thing I keep safe from the fire. I thought one day you'd want it. I'm sorry, Aziz, for pushing you away and for making you not come visit me and for being in a psych ward for most of my late young adulthood.
You're apologising for a lot of things that aren't your fault.
Well, they are, though.
No.
This god is me and I am this god, and I don't want it, but the responsibility has to be somebody's.
Still not your fault. Wanting a bit of mischief and a bit of being a menace is not the same thing as wanting to set fire to any place you're in. You didn't
Thank
ask
you for
this.
reminding me who I was underneath the god. needed that, I think. Things were about to get really, 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 really bad.
I thought so.
How did you know to find me? You're dead. Okay. Okay. Do you want it?
Yes, yes.
Maybe I can make you a new one because I've kind of attached myself to this one now, and I feel like if I give it away, it means that you won't have a reason to. I was sure I would see you again because I had this, and now if I give it to you, I'm worried I will never see you again.
How about you hold on to it, and then wherever we end up next, we'll have it on display somewhere for the both of us. In fire protective casing.
And they're gonna just grab the side of your face, kind of intensely. I'll come find you. Ringing noise.
No!
Light.
No!
Flash. And we'll get back to you later.
Fuck you!
That is devastating. Oh my god.
Okay.
That is absolutely devastating.
You dick!
That's not my fault.
Yes, it was!
Okay, let's roll the dice to see where we go next. That's a 2. Bless it. You spot from the track the exit that says
To
Carvizar.
Corvizar. Because yeah, I need to say goodbye. Properly this time. So I guess, yeah, I make a dash towards I say make a dash, I at most generally jog towards the Corvizar exit. And I know my way to Rose's apartment. And I walk slowly because the sooner I get there, the sooner I am never going to see her again. But still, the apartment building comes too quickly. And I think if this was anywhere else, I'd be pure Aphrodite. But because I'm here, what is left of Blessing is still face first. So my posture isn't perfect. My face is drawn. So yeah, I walk, let myself in, and go upstairs.
She's smoking at her balcony.
Rosa?
Baby. We need to talk, I think.
Yeah, you've got a god inside you, don't you?
I have so many questions right
I know.
now.
I know, I don't know. I know you do. I don't know if this will be... There won't be time for every question you'll have. But I could probably do a couple of big ones, maybe.
She puts out her cigarette, walks back in, sits on a sofa. How did you know? I thought you were going to think I'm insane and I didn't really know who to call. I just heard somebody scream in my head, "Get her back!" And then I didn't really know who else I would want to be getting back. Did you hear it? Did you hear the call?
No, you just... time's been a bit weird. So I guess this is where I knew I needed to be. We've had this conversation before. You have a god inside you. I think it's Mimir. I'm not sure. I am Aphrodite. I think I've become more Aphrodite than Blessing.
Oh,
now,
that's a shame.
I'm here because I love you.
I love you. Are you okay?
No, I'm not, and I don't think I ever will be.
What?
Again.
Do you want a coffee? Can I get you anything? You seem stressed.
Yeah. So it's complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even know how to explain that I'm dead.
You're what now?
I'm dead.
No, you're here.
Baby, we both have gods inside us. I think you can imagine that
No, you
things
can't
are a bit
die.
more complicated.
You're Aphrodite. The Aphrodite.
That's what I thought.
Aphrodite doesn't die.
No, but Blessing can.
No. No. Not on my watch.
If there was anyone in the universe I thought could hold back the tides of death itself, it would be you.
Bitch, you can't die on my watch.
I'm here because I'm sorry. Because...
No, don't. Why does it feel like I'm never gonna see you again?
Because I don't think you are. Because... Because I should have let you go. I should have let you go years ago.
I didn't want to go.
You
could never get me to do anything.
You wanted a wife and kids, and with the town bicycle sniffing around, nobody would go near you. And I'm sorry.
No, Blessing, you don't. I didn't want a wife and kids. I wanted you as my wife and your kids. I still do. I'm not hanging around so that we can chat shit about your love interest in front of the worst B movie you've ever seen.
I can't be that. I could never have been that. I can't. You know me way too well to think that I could ever inflict this on a child. But I hope that don't grieve me too hard.
I'm not letting you die.
I don't think.
I
don't think either of us ever
How
had
do
a
you
choice.
die? How do we stop this?
I am going because Hades is an asshole. And I'm gonna go and try and stop him so that you can be safe and that you can live the life that you've always deserved.
No, don't give me the sacrificial bullshit. I can protect myself.
No, but I'm already gone.
No, you're here. I can see you. I can touch you. And she puts her hands on your shoulder. You're still here. You can choose to not go.
I've been here before.
And I let you go last time. I let you leave.
Yeah.
What if I tie you up here and then you're here and then you can't leave?
Oh, babe. You can't tie knots for shit. We both know that.
You're never going to let me live that one down, are you?
No.
I'll lock the door and hide the key. I'll swallow the key and then you can't go. If I don't let you go, you don't die. If you don't die, you're not dead.
I was hit by a truck. And I have spent an indeterminate amount of time riding the ferry, led by Caron. And this is my last go round until it's all over.
I don't accept it.
I know, but you will.
No, I won't.
You'll have to. And I just want you to know that when all this is over, know that I love you more than anything. I love you enough to keep this little part of me human. And the next person you love, give them everything.
If you
Give them
think
everything.
After having loved and having been loved by Aphrodite herself, I will just go out and just find someone better.
I mean, there are
Don't
other goddesses of love.
underestimate me.
There's Venus and there's Ocean, and that's not. Goodbye, Rosa. I want it to be. I know it's probably really selfish, but I wanted to say goodbye.
What if I get stronger? If I give in more, then I get stronger.
No. Haha, no. Stay human. Stay a person.
But I can push it. I can sense it.
No.
But I can push it.
No, I don't know who is sharing your brain. And I love Aphrodite. I love her very much. She has kept me whole and powerful and really hot my entire life. But she hasn't made me happy.
If Aphrodite is the reason you die, I will spend every last breath I have fighting her.
Spend every last breath you have loving and living and taking over the Musée de Cluny and fixing those intensely fucked up little note cards and going to parties and making friends and being the greatest light the world has ever known.
You can't just say that.
And you will never let anybody else put it under a bushel because they are too broken to love you properly. Promise me. I need you to promise me.
If you walk out that door, you are taking my heart with you, whether you like it or not.
Then I have to do one more awful thing to you. in a litany of awful things I've done. Goodbye, Rosa. And I very gently kiss her on the forehead. Stand and walk out the door.
White light. Ring in your ear.
Fuck me sideways, Jesus Christ.
I'm running at top speed. I think I'm trying to push as fast as I physically can to get to the law firm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll. Take the risk.
Okay.
If you are going full speed.
Yeah, I'm going full speed. Be determined.
Yeah.
Track. High endurance.
Yep.
Okay. Super speed, and I'll use short range teleportation to like bamf every so often to speed that up as well. Yeah, I think that's everything that can really add to this.
Yeah.
And it's take the risk.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's a +5. It's like, I'm not gonna say anything before I jinx myself.
Yep, don't curse this.
Okay, it's a 9. It's a 9.
Okay.
Like overall or 9 plus 5?
It's overall, yeah.
Jesus
I rolled bad.
That's rough. Okay.
Yeah, no double ones, but I rolled
That's good for you. You are running absolute full speed down to the offices, and because it's a 9 and not a 10, what I'll say is that as you get in, you don't quite control how fast you're going, and you're full speed up basically to the desk, the entrance desk. So the person at the desk has seen you full speed through.
That's fine.
Sir?
I'm not even gonna wait. I go right past them, like up the stairs. I'm not even waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a note of that. You're running up. Are you running up or are you taking the
I'm
lift?
running up.
Okay. 33rd floor. Same office as before, same wooden doors.
I'm truly not, like, I'm not even waiting. I run up, open the doors, run to the bookshelf, pull out the book, wait for it to, I slow down only to wait for the bookshelf to move out of the way, and I run in through the passageway. Like, if I see Isis, I don't even speak to Isis. I'm just moving.
Okay. You are back to normal, regular speed for the time it takes to open the bookshelf.
Yes.
Because that is a mechanism that you don't have control over.
Yeah. I'm like tapping my feet impatiently.
Isis is going to click her fingers and stick you in place. Can I help you?
Yes, hi Isis, I'm Mercury. You're in love with Persephone. We're in a time loop. If we don't fix the time loop, we're gonna keep going over and over again, and I'm tired of this already. We've done this maybe 5 times that we can remember, probably done it more times that we can't remember. So can you just let me through so I can read all of the names of the mythoses and know all the information we need so we can stop Hades, so you can stop this whole thing of Persephone dying over and over again, because I know she loves you, but it can't be good to go through that over and over again. So please keep this thing opening so I can do what I'm here to do.
Are you hearing all this, baby? And you turn around and Persephone is sat like on the chair that was across the desk. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to let me die.
I'll be honest with you, I don't give a shit if you die. I just want to get out of this time loop, okay?
Why are you trying to get into the let's get into the library, and the two of them kind of shuffle you through into the library.
The moment the doors open, I super speed again. I'm gonna read every single name, as many names as I can, as many mythoses as I can, get as much information as I can.
Okay. Roll.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's hit with all you've got.
Okay. Is anything I can add to this? No, I think the same things I used when I was running, I think pretty much.
Surely determination as well, because like this is like you're fucking going for it.
Yeah, no, I've got deeply determined ticked off added to this as well. Okay. You said this was hit with all I've got. What was that? A 13.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna go with literally what it says on the move, which is you get to pick 2 between take cover, secure, superior position, whatever you want that to mean. Get them good or get many of them. And with that, I'm gonna say you get to that. If you pick that, that will be you get as much of the name, like as many of the names as you want.
Yeah.
You control the collateral damage. You hold the target's attention. And you gain the upper hand. Out of those, pick 2.
Damn it. The mention of collateral damage is frustrating because I don't want to destroy everything or hurt these people.
But you're also on a time loop, so...
Yeah. And they're gods, they can handle it, right? They seem more god than me at the very least. I will take... You take cover or secure superior position so that they can't hit you back. And if you're cool with this, can I have... I don't know if it'll be in here. I imagine maybe somewhere, maybe in a personal diary or something, information on Hades, so that I have a superior position compared to her, and like information I have on her.
That's fine.
Maybe I read Persephone's diary in the blur.
They're 2 different things. Do you want info about Hades, or do you want to read Persephone's diary?
Damn, okay. Yeah, no, I don't really give a shit about Persephone. I'm trying to get a one-up on Hades. I want information on Hades.
Okay. Give me 1 second to think about what I'm giving you here.
Okay. And I'll say the other one I'll take is get more of them. So I'll just get as much information on the other mythoses and stuff around here as possible.
I'll say collateral damage. I'm going to twist it a little bit because I'm letting you have the Hades thing.
Okay.
And in your rush, you pressed something that closed the door behind you and you didn't see what it was.
Damn, okay. Okay.
You get as many names and mythos and associations of mythos and name and mythos that are going to be reborn soon, etc., etc. You get all of that info. You have that. It's a stupid amount of things for somebody to remember, but because you rolled a 13, I'm fully letting you have all of this.
Okay.
You rip a piece of paper out the first one and just nod.
And I'll attempt to leave and I'll see the door had closed behind me, right? I think there's like truly a second where you see like me speeding around where the door is, trying to figure out any way to leave it. And I'll turn to Persephone and Ice and go, how do we open the door?
Not so smart now, are you? Why are you in such a hurry?
You're not the one in a goddamn time loop.
I die.
Okay,
over
cool.
and over
You
and
chose
over
to,
again.
right? I didn't.
did.
I had a whole life ahead
And
of
until
me,
you
and I'm
fix
stuck in
this,
your
I can't
bullshit
be
with you
dead.
and Hades and Isis. I'm trying to get out of it so you can deal with this on your own. Your whole cosmic relationship doesn't involve me.
Well, the relationship doesn't involve you, although, I mean, if you're up for it.
No.
We
Is there a
respect
window?
that. There's not a window. This is a full backdoor situation, like backside situation. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna be so frank with you. I'm gonna fucking kill Hades.
Roll
I'm gonna take what she has.
Roll convince with a +1 from the previous roll.
Okay. Convinced. Okay, so I'm gonna write deeply determined. I feel like I'm bordering manic. But A 6.
Like overall?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You see them look at each other. Isis is checking her Apple Watch that she has. She's checking her watch, and she whispers something to Persephone that you don't hear. Clicks her fingers. Persephone isn't in the room with you two anymore. You're gonna watch Isis grow about double her size to something resembling more her true self as the Egyptian goddess of the underworld. You do not kill Hades. You cannot kill Hades. Why do you think we've been running this operation secretively? Why do you think we're not public about this?
Mercury is like tapping their feet at almost light speed at this point. It just sounds like a constant droning sound as you see the feet tapping against the wooden floor as they look up at Isis in this larger form. And I think both Mercury and Angelo are uniting the fact that they are fucking pissed right now. So I think there's a almost sense of there's a resonance between them that they've never had in at least in a while, and there is no fear or at this point even respect in their eyes as they're looking at Isis, and they say, "I have been caught up in your whole drama. How I deal with it is none of your fucking business."
I think what you're misunderstanding here is that our goals might align. You want to kill Hades? We want to get rid of her.
I'm gonna take everything Hades has, bring myself back to life with it, and then kill the powerless Hades after that.
Don't you think
I am the
having
fucking
two
king of
queens
thieves.
of the underworld would help with that?
Then help me open this goddamn door and then we can get over to the Eiffel Tower now.
This is the first smart thing you've said. Blinding lights, crackle, fade to white.
Fuck.
Fuck a duck.
Angelo's so pissed. He hates gods more than anything now.
Screen reads, November 1st, sunset. As you come to, you're standing in front of maybe the most famous construction French people have ever made. She's tall and she's ugly as hell.
Is it just the three of us?
There's the three of you, and then in the distance between you and what looks like the entrance to a restaurant are three, they look like children.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Angela has no idea, but I know.
Children are known to, like, you know, bite ankles and shit, so it makes sense. Can the children see us?
Not yet.
Okay.
So if you picture the Eiffel Tower with the four feet columns, what am I looking for?
Feet works.
Feet work. I don't know what else you'd use.
Legs, probably, like how
four
you see
legs.
table legs, Eiffel
You're
legs.
currently standing, you're not inside of where the structure goes up yet. The children are currently running around playing tag inside of that courtyard area.
Can I shapeshift into Persephone? And I will burn my shapeshifting power tag to do it. to make it
Yeah.
as convincing as possible.
Absolutely. What are the other two doing? Or are
I
you
think-
waiting to see what Aziz is doing?
Wait and see.
I'm just gonna watch these because I've been thrown into some Mythos bullshit. I truly think this is the first instance of like Mythos bullshit Angela's been in, and it's immediately been thrown in the deep end. So I think they're really this is way above anything they expected. I think they're really tired and annoyed and suspect everyone they meet to be a Mythos. So they're gonna try and see if they can sense the same way like a thief will look someone up and down to see if there's anything worth stealing from them. I'm gonna look them up and down to see what Mythos they may be.
The way we'll do that is you're going to roll change the game, and if you get it, Aziz will have a crit on being Persephone.
Okay.
In Wicked, could I also roll investigate? Because one thing that I am able to see with my power after Urania, I have memories of Troy. I'm able to see danger coming, so I'm able to assess how dangerous these three kids are to.
Okay,
All right.
I'll allow the bullshit. Go on.
I think we're just eyeing them. All I really have right now that works is deeply determined. I'm not actively stealing from them, so I don't think I can use like my stealing ability for this.
You twisted it in the first episode. You said that because you could steal power, you twisted it into saying that you were able to sense a mythos
Yeah, if there's something worth stealing.
through that.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah.
I'll let you do that again, because I'm not going to make you not, like, I'm
Yeah.
going to stay consistent in the bullshit that I know you do.
So I rolled 10 plus 1, so I got 11.
Okay, 11.
And I'm changing the game. What's that? I rolled a 12.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
As in 2 6s, or as in with the extra?
2 5s plus a
Okay.
2.
You sense, Mercury, that you're definitely dealing with Mythos. It's Cerberus at the entrance of hell. That is who you'd expect, even with your low-level knowledge and even with the Roman side of you not knowing everything. This is a myth that is present in most mythologies anyways. The guardian of the gate is always somebody or something, and you recognize Cerberus in these 3 kids.
Okay. The moment I notice that there's a moment where both Angelo and Meurtro within him kind of stand up straighter and ready themselves for whatever is to come.
Blessing, or I guess Aphrodite, what you're sensing here is you're not getting danger from them, you're getting the potential of things going horribly wrong. But with what the 2 of you have done, and with you burning your shapeshifting tag, if you still wish to do so, you're going to walk up as Persephone.
In which case, can I just walk up straight up to the kids?
Yeah?
And I'll just like crouch down and be like, "Hey, buddies,
Hey!
how are you?"
Hey! Look who's back! Oh my god! Dad's going to be so happy to see you!
Yeah, I'm just gonna head in now. I brought some friends along, so can you let them pass too?
Okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Safe passage for the queen.
Thank you very much.
So yeah,
And they're
follow.
gonna step
And I'm gonna do a little curtsy as I leave.
And they're gonna do like a bow, but it's gonna look a bit weird because they're children.
Angelo will follow as well. Just kind of watching, kind of eyeing the avatars of Cerberus. I think kind of holding their right hand still, as if they're trying to resist the urge to steal their powers right now. But we'll continue to move forward.
You reach the far right, so in the back on the right, the pillar of the tower, and there's a sort of like covered porch with a half circular top to it. And on the sign, stop making fun of me! I didn't say anything! And on the sign, it says Jules Verne by Camille Notner. 3 Michelin stars. There's a brown woman in a hijab, in a like pristinely ironed classic black suit, standing behind a host stand. As soon as she hears you get past the kids, she's gonna stand up with a kind of the customer service smile, but the luxury version of it. The one where you actually feel like you're the Queen of England. And she's just gonna go, "Good evening, and welcome to the Jules Verne. May I ask what name the reservation is under?"
I don't have a reservation. I'm here to talk to the chef.
You need a reservation to talk to the chef, I'm afraid. Maybe we can book you in. We have space in a couple of months.
Why don't you just let her know that her wife's here to see her?
Okay. And she's gonna retreat, like let you outside. Gonna go in. You're gonna wait like a few minutes.
Angela's
And then-
pacing back and forth.
Right as you start thinking that like you're done, she comes back out. We weren't expecting her, but she's very happy that you're here. Follow me. And you are?
Oh, these are my friends. It's to do with some business with my wife. I just need to...
Roll convince.
What? I'm rolling convince.
Yeah, roll convince.
In which case then can I assist? Convince with... I'm gonna go with glamour, and then also, just in case, I'm gonna add in shameless mistress, so that if need be, I can embarrass the fuck out of the beta D.
Okay.
Like, cool. I think I would happily roleplay it. Like, okay, rolled a 7 plus 2. That's a 9.
Okay.
So do I get a +1 to mine? Or...
So you're gonna get a +1 to yours. What were you looking for?
So me, I am basically wanting to assist in the convince, but using both glamour and shameless mistress, with the idea being that part of just look more authoritative, and then also I identify something that Meta D is quite ashamed of, and just gently hint at it so that she's a little bit flustered and less able to like assess because she's embarrassed as fuck.
As you have that thought and a bit of blessing and her past as a massage therapist comes back, you remember her. You remember her, and then it flip-flops between it being about the massage therapy and it being about your roster. And then you remember, years ago, you have shagged this woman. And she didn't recognize you at first, but she was one of the ones who fell so madly in love with you. And you had to let down really gently. And you can sense that she still carries that as her big origin story when she was barely a whisper in yours. So she now recognizes you, roll convince, with a +1.
Alright, can I also use fake smile, uncanny charisma, and make people doubt themselves?
Yeah.
Cool.
Why are you making all of my NPCs insane? Just ruining their lives.
Does it help if I rolled a 5 and a 6?
That's 11
Oh, no.
plus 4, 15. That is a whole 15. Oh, this poor woman. The poor darling.
No. She's gonna have a bit of a... No, please, no further questions. Please come in.
Thank you.
Thank
Opens
you
the gate
so much,
for you.
darling.
I say thank you with like the strained smile of like, you know when like fancy people are being polite, but they're doing it in a way to let you know that you've fucked up and they're being the bigger person.
And I turn, smile, very graciously, be like, thank you so much, darling. Saucy wink. And in I go. Just to twist the knife a little.
Like the blushiest of blushes.
Can I?
The one
as I
that
go
comes
past-
fully from the breasts up.
As I pass, can I sense if they have any mythos in them, or are they just a normal person?
Roll, it was gonna be change the game, and I did forget to make you roll for this, so instead what we'll do is roll change the game, and if you succeed you'll get a +1 that you can use at another moment, and I'll write it down.
Okay. I think in this case, especially since they don't seem threatening to me, I'm gonna actually remove Deeply Determined for this roll, but we'll keep this to other powers because I'm looking for if there's anything worth stealing. What's that? A 12. Rolled a 5 and a 6 +1, so 12.
Get them out now. Get them out now on this.
No.
On this woman who
Have you
actually
forgotten how
walked
this
past.
goes? Last episode,
I
we all
have.
roll well.
No, don't forget every time. There's a curse on Blanket Fort that every 4th episode, the players, regardless of how they've rolled before, all the crits are in the final episode. As you walk past, this is literally the most human you've ever seen. She is just so flustered because she just really wanted to be a lesbian and have a hot girlfriend, and it didn't work out this one time, and she's refused to move on.
In that
Honestly,
case,
I can relate. Like, who amongst us hasn't been there, really?
in that case, because I will say I'm so determined is borderline overconfident. I'm certain that I'm going to get out of this situation. So I'm going to as I walk by her, I just go, I'm really sorry. I can only imagine the artist to deal with this job. I'm Angelo Delgado. Hold on. And I'm going to like sign, I'm going to sign like, I don't know, maybe like a napkin or a note. And it's like, this will maybe get you like an extra $50. I know, actually no. They don't do dollars there. They don't do pounds there. It's
euros.
Euros, babe.
Euros. This will get you like another 50 euros if you keep it for long enough, maybe a bit more. And I'll just tip them. I think I'll just tip them like another 50 as well.
Thank you.
Anyway, bye. I know.
The emotional
off.
whiplash this woman has experienced in the past 30 seconds.
Because Angela's like, I'm sick and tired of being caught in this god crap, and now this person, this normal human's been caught up in this god crap. So like they feel bad for them.
God bless you.
You walk in, there's a very, very fancy elevator with like warm lights on the side and marble green on one side, purple on the other, snaking around the elevator doors. They open for you, there's nobody inside.
Walk in.
I'm not going to run it again. I'm not going to take the stairs. I think I'm going to take the stairs.
Okay.
Can I grab you
haven't
before
checked,
you do that?
But it's a lot. It's like, I think it's 300 to the first floor.
I walked the stairs. I've done
Okay.
it. Yeah, it's a lot.
But can I try and grab you before you set off on your run?
You can, yeah.
And just be like, I feel like us going in together is the right move. And I'm not
Okay.
going up those stairs.
Me neither.
Fair.
babe. Cool.
Fair, fine. Okay, sure. Whatever. Okay.
In the elevator, Aphrodite, this is very extremely Aphrodite moment, reaches in his pocket, pulls out a vampire red lipstick and a compact, and just touches up the lipstick, adds a little mascara, puts it away.
We're barely up to the next stop, and Andrew's already tapping their feet impatiently. Like, it's taking too long. We should be up there by now. How many more stops do we have? Are we there yet? How much longer?
The elevator doors open. This is the first floor. The restaurant is on the second floor. You're greeted by just a tall, lanky white guy with very like gelled hair, holding himself just a bit too straight. Guests, I have been informed of your arrival, my lady, to Persephone.
I take the hand, yeah.
We have missed you here in this realm. Because of the rules of this place, everyone has to sit in tables of 2. I don't really know how it works when Persephone's asking, but maybe you can decide for yourself, but usually the custom is we let the guest decide who gets to eat opposite them.
That's fine. I think my friends can eat together, and I'd love to sit opposite my wife if she has the time to come out.
Unfortunately, during the service, I don't think that will be possible, but maybe if there's somebody else that we can pair you up with, are the 2 of you okay being paired together, or is there somebody else you would like to share this meal with?
No.
I'll just look to Blessing.
No,
I'm afraid I need to speak to my wife quite urgently.
Unfortunately, you know how these things go.
I do, but I happen to know that she was trying to find answers to something, and we have the answers for her.
Roll convince.
and I will assist with the convince. I'm going to go with knowledge and Mother of Eros, so that literally I can pull at what the waiter or whatever really wants to really dangle self-actualization just out of reach.
Roll change the game.
I would like once again to look them up and down and see if there's any mythos worth stealing on them.
Go on.
And I rolled a 6 plus 2 though, so I got 8. Just about. Just
Okay.
about exceeded.
Okay, with an 8, the main thing you're getting is fear to disappoint. This is somebody's first day.
Oh, honey, you don't. Of course you weren't told this. You must understand that. Of course, Hades will stop service for nothing, except for her wife.
Who else is rolling change the game?
I think I am. This is for me mostly because I just want to see what kind of powers we're dealing with. But I rolled a 7.
Okay, it would have been investigate in that case if
okay.
it's not to help others, but it's the same roll. So
Yeah.
you're not getting. So usually it is quite clear cut between mythos and, like, you can kind of easily sense if there's a mythos within somebody. You're not sensing a mythos, but you are sensing hierarchy.
Okay.
Like, you're sensing, like, this person is under the same kind of strain as you would be under your mythos, but it isn't a god doing it, or like not their own god doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll convince
Okay.
with a +1.
With
in that case.
Can I?
with a +1 from me.
With +1.
And can I add uncanny charisma, fake smile, hand?
I'm gonna say you can't add fake smile
Okay.
because you're Persephone at the minute.
Fair. Can I use uncanny charisma and make people doubt themselves?
Yeah,
That's just my vibe. Rob.
that is just your vibe. And like, it would be Persephone's vibe as well. And if you want... Oh.
I don't know if this will hold up while I turn it.
Fuck you!
It was 2 6s.
Damn.
The streak continues.
There's literally... I'm so annoyed. This keeps happening to me. He like panics a little bit, takes the phone. Yes, we have the chef's wife here with guests, unaccompanied. No, I have said there's no table for 3. Okay. Puts the phone down. I've been informed by the kitchens that you may go up and a table will be waiting for you. I was also told to remind you, if you do not pick another guest to sit with you, you will not get to say goodbye.
Okay.
I think this entire time there's been a slight glow behind Angelo's eyes, as I think Mercury and Angelo have both been almost perfectly in sync this entire time. Their annoyance and frustration have been in tandem with the gods, especially the Greek gods specifically right now. But hearing this from this host, that we won't be able to say goodbye, the glow kind of flickers as Mercury and Angelo kind of misalign. Mercury still like focused on this job, and Angelo now thinking about Ezra.
Did you not pass on the information that I wanted my wife to sit with us?
Tables for 2.
Yes.
I would like Ezra. Ezra the son.
Ezra is waiting for you. Ushers you forward.
Angela kind of look at the others and then walk towards.
As a thing, because I didn't choose Rosa, I very specifically did not choose Rosa. And that was for Blessing wanted to choose, but there's not enough of Blessing left to resist the fury of an Aphrodite scorned.
Who would you like at your table, then?
I will sit alone.
Ushers you forward. Table with Hades?
Yes.
Mark a crack on Love Lost. Ushers you forward.
Do I get my last crack on Rosa?
You hang around, understanding the intensity and weight of what you've done with this one choice. And as you step forward, describe to us what happens.
Blessing is defeated. They know that they left Rosa broken. This would have been a chance to make it okay, but in the choice between being powerful and being free, Blessing has once again chosen power. And in giving up the love for one person, she has become loved by all. And so Blessing grows a little taller, a couple of inches. Back, ramrod straight. And the most beatific, inhuman smile. Aphrodite is beautiful. Aphrodite is beautiful like the sea is beautiful. Her voice is rich and deep and resonant like the bottom of a lake. To know her is to love her if love is fear. And anyone looking will know that there is nothing human behind those eyes. Not anymore.
As you walk through inside of the elevator doors, you forget the name Blessing Ibarra. The elevator doors close. You go up a floor. You walk into your classic French restaurant, right? You're looking at mostly orange glow lighting, very dim. The spots of light are just over each table. The rest of the restaurant is almost in pitch darkness now that the sun is almost fully set outside. Your guests, for the ones of you who have requested them, are sat already by the windows at the best tables in the house. There's nobody on the furthest table. At the second table is Ezra on her phone. And on the table before that, closest to you, are, for now, just a little note. You look out to the view, it's breathtaking. The sun is just dipping below the horizon, and you make your way forwards.
I'll take a seat by Ezra.
Kid! This is new.
Right? Pulled some strings and got us a seat. This is my apology for not making it to the run today. A lot happened. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I pushed you too hard, I think. I had this weird dream where I'd forced you to come and then you came second. That would have been so much worse. I'm kind of getting the show.
Yeah. No, I try my best to come first. You put a lot of faith into me, so I'm gonna try and pay it forward. I'm gonna pay it back. Mm-hmm. Starting with a dinner on the Eiffel Tower. Not bad, right?
Not bad. Didn't think you'd get me here.
I'll be honest, I didn't think it would work. Just a few autographs here, a few promises of party invites there, and then apparently that's all I really need.
The cost of being a celebrity.
Yeah, and we're only beginning.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you, by the way, for helping me out with all of this. I wouldn't be doing this, living the dream, really, if it wasn't for you being by my side.
I appreciate it. Thank you for trusting me with something as important as your career. It means a lot.
Hey, there's truly no one I could trust more with this.
Are you okay? This feels weird and wrong and not what we usually do.
I'm allowed to get emotional sometimes. I can be.
I'm
emotionally intelligent.
I've been trying to get you to therapy for years.
We don't have time for therapy. It's just.
Everybody
You know
has
what?
time for
After this,
therapy.
we'll look into it. Because I'll be honest, I think it'll be useful.
Wow.
I'll admit, I think everyone needs therapy. Therapy is never a bad thing.
Wild.
Don't look at me like that. I'm allowed to change my mind.
Wild. And all it took was what? One missed race? I would have broken down your car much sooner.
Yeah. No, God, I need to tell you everything that happened. It was not now. We don't want to ruin the dinner, but at some point I'm going to need to tell you what happened because it was a lot. The universe was quite literally against me, and I think it probably took the universe.
Excuses. As if the universe cared about any of us.
No, I think you'd be surprised how little it does, and I think that's exactly why it tends to screw us over quite a lot. I'm going to take Ezra's hand.
Okay. Do we do this now?
Just...
Okay, sorry.
I'm trying to have a moment.
Yeah, this is the exact place where I feel the most comfortable. Yeah, go on.
I am deeply stubborn.
Yes, and?
And I don't know when to stop. We can agree on that, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to have this dinner with you and then tell you I'm going to see you later. And we're going to make up for that race I missed. And then we're going to have more of these stuff. And we're going to go across the world and have dinners and parties in some of the wildest places that we've never imagined before, all thanks to you helping me fulfill my dreams. This is a promise.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Weird.
Yes, no. When I explain everything later, I think you'll fully understand.
Okay.
But
we do have like a dinner.
Yes.
But it's not the moment to explain now. It's to explain later, and you're just going to be weird for 3 hours, and then you'll come back to me tomorrow.
I'm not going to be
you'll
weird.
Like circle back.
We're gonna circle. We're gonna put a pin in it and circle back.
Okay.
I just wanted to voice it because I just need to it's like verbally saying it makes me like I have to do it now. You know, it's like a promise to you, but also a promise to myself. Mm-hmm. This is going to be like a whole cinematic thing. Like I had it all planned out as I was going up the elevator, and I realized how awkward it is not going, okay, let's just pick something to eat, Ezra. I thank you for being in my life. It's just the main thing I wanted to say.
I mean, that's not the worst thing to hear.
Now pick anything you want from the menu.
Thank you for being in mine.
I know I'm a pain, but truly I would not want to be in anyone else's.
You're my little shit, so.
Now pick anything you want from the menu. It's all on me.
Thanks. And we'll pan over, flashback a little bit to the empty table.
I go. I sit. I open the menu. Ordinarily, I would prefer a tasting menu, but I suppose one must make do. At times like these, it is last minute, so I look through the a la carte. I select veal cutlets with a side of honey glazed pan roasted heirloom carrots, a glass of a rich, deep red wine, and settle in. Entirely comfortable and entirely uncaring.
The light above you turns a slight shade of pink. And we move on to the table next to it.
I will walk confidently and comfortably, sit opposite the note, and then pick it up and read it as if it was what I was expecting all along.
You open the note and it says, "How cruel of you to take this away from Lexi. But I shall be here later." And then it's signed H.
No, I'm Persephone!
At this point, a very tall, 6'5" East Asian woman with dark hair in a bun It's very, very
Natch.
strong shoulders in perfectly
course.
clean, buttoned up chef's whites, appears from the back of the restaurant. She's standing in front of the double doors that you get between kitchens and restaurants, and there's like just a round window right behind her head that is pouring onto her a purple hue that comes from the kitchen. She looks really tired, but you cannot take your eyes off of her. The lights everywhere else dim. There's nothing else to even look at. The embroidery on her heart reads Camille Notner. Esteemed guests, friends, family, welcome to your last supper.
Hello, nephew. I hope you are well.
The words are not leaving your mouth as you try to say this. Here at the Jules Verne, we do not take you 20,000 leagues under the sea, nor do we take you 80 days around the world, but we do offer you a final meal with the person you most want to see. Nice evening to say your goodbyes. Your guests will then be offered wine from our Lethe vineyard, and they will go back to the world of the living with no recollection of what happened here, but peace and calm in their hearts to help with the grief. We hope you will make the most of your time with us, enjoy the menu, and bon appétit. And she walks back into the kitchen. The lights turn back on, the kind of tension. You're able to come back to yourself and your senses.
The little shit.
Having seen them in person in this moment again, I think there's a hunger behind the eyes, and I want to see, I know this is Hades. I know there's something worth stealing here. I want to know how much there is to steal. Is there any modicum of humanity there? Is it all 100% godhood? And I guess, how easy would it be to take? Is there any clear blind spots? I want to, like a thief's eye. I want to eye them with a thief's eye to see what is there to take and how I can do it.
Roll investigate, and you can add a +2 from you looking into Hades' book earlier.
Hell yeah. Okay. +2. Okay. I also have a +1 from earlier that you said I can use at any point.
Yeah?
So I'm going to add that as well. Okay. And it's investigate. Okay. Damn, I rolled so bad. It's a 10, but like that's bad for a +5. But I rolled a 10.
10 is success without consequence. Well, for investigate is you're answering some questions, but I'm going to tell you most of what you need to know. You're sensing, as soon as you try to tap into it, it's very difficult to do so because the amount of barriers and of protection spells and of runes and truly using every single possible trick in the book to protect this being, you sense the humanity as you know it, as you still cling onto it with Angelo, is long gone. And with a 10, I'll give you that one of the weak spots that you're sensing is that even though the humanity has been long gone, Hades just cares about humans in a way that is usable against her.
Okay. Okay.
Can I... So I burnt my shapeshifting, so I can't shift again. But can I manually adjust how I look so that, like, take a knife or whatever, and wherever Persephone gets stabbed, like, rip my clothes there? Maybe get some, like, sauce or whatever to be in that spot. I just want to look like dead Persephone. If I've already been clocked, let's use this in whatever way I can.
Can I lend glamour? Just to lend some hollowness to the skin. A little bit gaunt, a little bit bloody, generally quite disconcerting for dear old Hades.
Roll change the game, and then roll convince, and depending on what you like, if you succeed, you'll be getting it for whenever you next interact with Hades.
Right.
Well, and I'm going to add Mother of Eros to this because this is very much about targeting what Hades loves most in the world.
Yep.
Sweet. Thank you. Well, thank fuck for that because I rolled a 5, so that Hades got up to a 7. Just about squeaked it over.
Okay, roll convince with a +1. As you sense, and I don't think you've clocked until now, raw power coming from Aphrodite.
Can I use make people doubt themselves? Does that work? I have sense darkest desire, and I feel like it falls in between those two.
I'll let you use one of the two, but like you're dealing with somebody who doesn't really have open book desires in that way, so you can use one of the two.
That is a 6 plus 2.
Okay, so hopefully the session 4 crits return before too long. This is getting scary.
To be fair, it's always in the fight. It's in the fight.
Yeah.
That's why our
true.
fights don't fight. It's fine. We've got time.
As food is starting to pour in, all of you, and to do that, I'm going to cheat and burn one of your crew tags. You're going to get vision from your friend Mary.
Oh, I'm not going to eat anything. Marie
Food hasn't
told
been
us-
served yet.
Yes. So I think... Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm not even going to order anything.
In these kinds of restaurants, food just gets served to
Oh,
you
just gets served?
regardless.
Okay, cool.
Because even if you don't order anything, you get all the free tidbits between meals. So even if you try not to order anything, you'll be getting something. But the vision that you see is not that. It's a flashing image of the business card of the attorneys. And Marie is like screaming in your head, say their name.
Touré Shafiq?
Touré, yeah.
Yeah, so that we call her Touré and forget her first name, Madame Shafiq. And basically just Aphrodite being like, yes, I remember their names. So you wish for, unless you wish for their aspects, because you mean Persephone and Isis.
Are the other two saying it?
I can't remember the name, but I will be saying it. In character, I do say the name out loud.
Same.
Okay. Okay. The kind of visuals to that is, as you see the vision, split screen of all of you simultaneously saying the exact same thing, and literally less than a flicker of a moment later, walking through are Persephone and Isis. And they're going to sit at a table by the window.
And I'm sat there looking like one of them, but
Looking
dead.
like stabbed Persephone.
Like a dead Persephone, yep.
Food is going to start to trickle through. Wine, the most delicious things, the stuff you've ordered. And the only thing I'm going to need to know is if you eat it or not.
Nah.
Nope.
Second. Yes.
It's truly the most delicious thing you've ever come across. And everything feels worth it when you're eating this. What was it? The veal with honey?
I got veal cutlets with honey glazed heirloom carrots and a rich, deep red wine.
Everything is so tasty and delicious. You're enjoying this a lot. And you look over, and I will give it to you for free because I reward you for doing the dangerous thing. You see Isis and Persephone eating as well. Around that time, Hades is gonna walk out and let the room breathe rather than sapping everything out of it like she did last time. And she's going to take down her bun and come sit next to you. You requested me.
Hey.
How dare you? Absolute son of a bitch. You think you can come into my realm and pull this shit on me? Are you not eating?
Doesn't look that good.
Rude. But I guess you never had any taste anyways. Can I help you with something? If not, I have a whole kitchen to manage.
I mean, I asked for you to have dinner with me. Are you not? I thought the rules. Thought that this
I'm
is how
here.
it's
I'm
work.
having
You
dinner with you, and you watch her grab like a piece of bread, dip it in olive oil, eat it.
Yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, find out why someone would rather die than be with you.
You're gonna roll something fucking insane. You're gonna roll take the risk, and it's gonna be bad if you don't roll well.
Can I use impenetrable mind?
Fuck, that's wild. I think Angela's just eavesdropping, and they just freeze when they hear it. Oh.
So, I mean, Aphrodite hears it and chuckles quietly to herself.
Can I tell?
Because Dionysus has always been a fool.
Yeah.
Can I tell? Because I want to see if I can help, but it depends on how the danger's coming here. Is Hades about to like attack him with their power, or
I
like, what's
don't
happening?
like in this instance. Because Dionysus took Hades by surprise, I don't think you can intrude. And like I'm not gonna let a change the game be possible here because of the absolute fucking madness you just pulled.
What?
That's absolutely fair.
That was a reasonable thing to ask.
I mean, here's the thing, right? You came at Blessing for saying some out-of-pocket shit. That is the most out-of-pocket thing.
Aziz came at Blessing. This is Dionysus bullshit, mate.
Fair play. Fair play. Because Dionysus is a dumbass. Always has been.
Can I use impenetrable mind and determination? Or fake smile? Just to make it seem all cordial.
Yeah.
To all three?
I think with this, it will be more like the trio of threatening whispers sense Darkness's eyes and make people doubt themselves.
Okay.
Because this is fully chaos. What you've done.
It's not concealed chaos, it's full chaos.
It's just full outright chaos.
Do not fuck with me, dice. Please. So I rolled a 10. Plus 3.
Okay.
Knock if you
Ouch.
fuck. Knock if you fuck. Crying up if you knock. If you knock. If you fuck. Now we knock it in the bucket and I'm ready to fight.
You've made her angry. Like, you're sensing the illusion of what she's decided to look like today fade. Like, her eyes are becoming more sullen. You can see the skull peek through. If I could, I would ask you to leave.
That's not very hostly of you.
You absolute fucking shitbag.
You've dragged me into this mess. You should have known who you were dragging in.
I thought I was dragging somebody with knowledge of the underworld for my disappearing wife. But apparently, all I got was this.
I thought you were all about your
pale
rules of the dead and all that stuff and how things are meant to work. So why is it that for just you to figure something out, 3 people had to die early? That seems unfair. Seems against the rules.
You'll find something else to do.
Oh, I'm a god, but I'm not, you know. I'm not the only one in here.
If you had a problem with the sacrifice, you should have taken it up with Charon. He's the one who set the deal. I only asked to get my wife back.
Did you know that as soon as like women were allowed to have like property and like have things in their own names,
Are you lecturing me about women, Aziz?
I'm just letting you know that maybe you should let someone do what they want. Maybe you shouldn't be in control of someone else.
You do not understand the powers that bind Persephone to this realm, and you do not understand the deals and how deep they go. Persephone abandoning me is not just Persephone abandoning me. Persephone is abandoning her station. And if she does so,
Well, sounds
the
like you
world
need
will
someone who...
overflow.
No. It just sounds like you need someone in that station. You need someone who knows the underworld? Maybe?
Are you volunteering?
Could do with a bit more power. Not against it.
Unfortunately, I don't think I could deal with having you around all the time, since you were here for 2 minutes and managed to make me angry.
Oh no, but much better to have someone there against her will. That's what you call love, is it? Just forcing someone
and
to be there.
Is that what you call love? Conjures an image of Elle getting taken away into a psych ward.
Yes. Trying to help someone, trying to protect someone in the best way you know how, I do call that love.
I call it cruelty.
Well, you would be the expert on that.
I am not cruel, I am justice.
Hi, Batman.
I am the knight.
Are you saying that in character?
No, that wasn't that. I just couldn't.
You sure that's really funny?
Actually, no, fuck it, yeah. Like,
yeah, Friday absolutely fucking loves DC Comics.
Like, to be fair, Blessing is still in there. Blessing is like, well, I've like been absorbing pop culture the past 30 years. Like, our friend just goes, "Hi, Batman."
Batman.
Nephew of mine. You.
Niece.
You say that what you're doing is justice. First of all, I think you'll find that justice is more the Oathkeeper's thing than yours. And we both know death is not just. We both know that hell is not just. It is true, yes. It is final, arguably. But just? If you wanted your wife to love you again, all you had to do was ask me. Instead, you lose her to a lesser pantheon and make it everybody else's problem. You and your brothers always were so petulant.
At this, Hades is gonna understand who else is here. He's gonna turn to Mercury and Ezra having a lovely dinner. Absolutely wonderful time. Ezra's like eating all of the stuff. Did you bring them up?
Did I bring up who, darling?
The fraud.
Oh, no. The Alliance didn't need me. Your security here has grown so lax over the years, a parlor trick, and we were all but waved through. You're slipping.
I'm not slipping. I'm upset.
Oh no. You're so sad that the girl that you kidnapped isn't willing to play with you anymore. Again, my love,
She chose me.
if you could call it a choice. She chose you the same way I chose Hephaestus. If you wanted her to love you, you could have asked for my help.
Or you could have
But
just
you
been
are-
less of a dick.
But you've always been more proud than wise.
Persephone hears you say, all you had to do was ask me. Stands up. I see we have lost all that was left of your bravery to love Aphrodite.
Oh, dearest, I love deeply. I love completely. I am love.
Then you should know better. And Persephone is going to try to stab you.
So I feel this applies as going toe to toe.
Yep, and I'm going to let you roll for it.
Sweet.
Because Persephone is not having this threatened.
That's fair.
So
By you.
I am gonna go with okay. So this is
Actually,
definitely-
it's face danger. It's not go toe to toe. You are
okay.
being
Face
attacked.
danger. All right, sweet. In which case, then, we are technically in the underworld right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm basically connected to the earth.
You're
Okay.
300 meters up in the sky.
We are literally in the
Isn't
underworld.
the underworld like a whole different plane?
Like,
Right?
if there's the power is specifically called Gravedigger. If I'm sorry, if being in the underworld does not mean that Gravedigger applies, I don't know where else it would.
In the catacombs where none of you went.
I went there and I set fire to it.
Fine, okay, whatever. In which case then, I'm gonna go with Dark One to make myself a slightly trickier to hit. I am going to hit Persephone with Shameless Mistress, and she has done an infidelity, right? And then why not? Like
Apparently it's
she's
not infidelity,
literally
apparently
cheated on her husband. I don't give a fuck. Like, no, because marital fidelity does matter to the Greek pantheon. Otherwise, Hera would not get her panties in a bunch so much.
And I think, yeah, you can still cheat even if you're polyamorous. There's still like a level of consent.
You don't know what deal they have.
I'm okay.
It was her months not in the underworld.
Hades was chill about it, she wouldn't have kept it a secret.
That is true.
The reason why Hades is not chill about it is not because Persephone has somebody else. It's because it's specifically somebody not from the Greek pantheon.
Okay, fine. I will use my brand new fucking bastion, Aphrodite Pandemos, in which case then, I'm going to go with of the many, so that there are like 5 of me. I'm going to hit with Beloved because I just heard that I am love, and of Marble. So all the copies of me have turned to stone.
Okay.
Alright.
There's always more bullshit behind Maz's bullshit.
I know. I'm aware. I expect nothing less.
I didn't expect I'd have to work this hard, but fine. Alright, roll a 7 plus 3, that's a 10.
Tell me how you stop her from stabbing
Okay.
you.
I see Persephone pick up the knife. I chuckle. Where there was one Aphrodite, there are 7. And each of us is a statue. As one of the statues that is so beautiful, it looked like it might just start breathing at any second. Persephone sees it. And also these statues, they are covered in garlands of flowers. We smell like the spring. Persephone looks and cannot help but see the resemblance of her mother. I am related to Demetra as well, after all. There is something in the curve of my brow or the shape of my neck that just, for a moment, makes her think of the mother that she loves. She hesitates, drops the knife. The statues all disappear, and myself, again as Aphrodite, bend down, scoop it up. Dearest niece, you must try harder next time.
Hades is going to go, well, look who decided to join us. Isn't it my disgraceful wife and her ridiculous mistress? And Isis is going to like freeze up and be pulled forwards. So you're now all basically standing or like sat down at your tables facing this. Ezra seems like she's been put in a illusory thing where she is not part of this at all.
So she is not like reacting to this. It's like nothing.
Nope, she has not seen it at all. She is in full conversation with a you that isn't really there.
Oh,
Can I message Angelo? Like text message Angelo?
A text message of the underworld.
We've got our phones on us.
We've got an Eiffel Tower
Sure,
in the
honestly,
underworld.
yeah.
We can
I
have
don't see why
phones.
not.
I'm just gonna text you saying she's distracted, you could go for it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the classic pickpocket maneuver. I'm gonna bump into Hades. I'm gonna pickpocket Hades itself.
Go on.
Okay.
I want to do more than just.
Did this text go direct to Angelo, or was it in the group chat?
What? To be fair, I'm trying to be surreptitious, so I would have just messaged what was last up. So probably the group chat.
Incredible. In which case then, I have also seen this, right? And it's like, okay, this is fucking bold. Mercury, the dumb bitch, is going to need some help. And so this is me going to change the game by baiting Hades a little, just like for distraction. And I am going to go with, assisted by, Shameless Mistress, because Hades will have done things that she's ashamed of. I want to bring that out. And then I'm gonna go with Lust and Glamour, because can you imagine how embarrassing it would be if in front of the wife that you are like ragging on for being unfaithful, you like, you know, pop a semi for somebody else who was also in the room at the time. Like, how just like ridiculously embarrassing would that be? And distracting and infuriating.
Semi is wild.
I mean, a metaphorical. I mean, I don't know
metaphorical.
I don't know what.
Listen,
you know,
it's been 4 episodes of not one single gender, and I am fine with this continuing.
Like, I don't know what that Hades is packing down there. Like, at this point, if it ends up being like a wet patch on a pants, that also works. You know, like whatever. Sorry, that was foul even for me.
So funny.
Anyway, so may I?
You may.
Can I also roll a change the game? I did send the initial text out, and I am.
Yeah, go on. Go on.
All right.
No, fuck you. I refuse to believe that this has happened right now.
Yes. Okay.
So that will be a +2 from Aphrodite for you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Were you looking for something specifically, Aphrodite?
So I think for me, I am searching. With the vibe I'm going for, I am looking for Hades' sexual shame. I am looking for the surreptitious wank that she's still embarrassed about to this day.
What you get is maybe Hades' worst shame, which is being literally incapable of getting it up for anybody else than Persephone. And trying so hard, and you see flicker, like, honestly, try after try after try with different people, different myths, different mythos, everything. And it just, every time ends with, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's happening, I must be really tired. Oh no, it's fine, don't worry, we've had a lot of wine, maybe next time. Yeah, call me, yeah. Never gets called back.
Hades, darling, there's no shame. You know, again, I'd get you a Viagra prescription, and you never know, I have never struggled. Have you ever tried pegging, my love? That can be a wonderful way of enjoying yourself, even if you're having difficulties down there. Now see, this is why you can't be going to Kronos and Rhea for the birds and the bees, and Zeus isn't much help either. Hades, my darling, my dear sweet boy, and I am like, again, trying to inspire a level of like shame horniness.
Yeah.
It's
working. You're seeing it. You're seeing the absolute, like, the thing where sexual shame for the gods is not really something they've had to deal with, but for some reason Hades has the very, like, young adult shame about this, and it's uncharacteristic, but it's definitely there.
Baby.
Who else wants to absolutely ruin the god of the underworld?
I wanted to roll change the game, but I was going to ask if I could use Feeds of Chaos, because I have been sewing it this entire time.
Yeah, and honestly, I've just like tossed it in by suggesting fucking Viagra and pegging. So.
And can I use like my threatening whispers and make people doubt themselves to make Hades have a moment of like, maybe I am in the wrong. Just a truly moral panic that she is unprepared for.
I will offer the option here so if this succeeds, but even if it doesn't, Angelo, you have the option to burn the crew tag group gaslight.
Okay.
Okay.
But go on, do change the game.
Okay, that is a 4 and a 5 plus was it 3 that I
So I get another 2. Cool.
Yeah.
And then you know what? Fuck it. Burn the crew tag. Burn it. Let's see how deep this
It feels
bitch goes.
apt in this moment.
Yeah, this feels like the appropriate moment because we have just gone in.
Yeah, I'll burn. I don't know what does burning it do? Does it add
It just
to my
it's just
roll?
an extra +1.
Extra +1. Okay.
Yeah.
So what? You have +5 now.
+5.
You would literally
without
need to
your
snake eyes.
additional pluses for
Yeah, so
deep shit.
with the +5 plus my initial pluses is a +10. So I'm not gonna say it, but it's only one way I can fail. As I notice that Ezra's having like a conversation with an illusory version of myself, I think I'll kind of play into it and just be like, actually, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick and like push, like as if they're in conversation still. They push a chair back, stand up and like walk past Hades and like bump into them. Go, oh, I'm so sorry. And in that, I think with speed that is preternatural, supernatural. I think the audience sees as Angelo moves, there's like almost like a cloaking. There's a figure overlapping Angelo's body, and you notice from looking down the winged boots that this is the like almost avatar of Mercury. And they reach as Angelo bumps into Hades, Mercury reaches into Hades himself, and I want to take Hades. I'm not trying to take their power, I want to take Hades. I'm stealing Hades.
You're going to be rolling a move called Stop Holding Back for this absolute fucking nonsense.
That is.
Which means that if this, and you're going to be rolling it on with the tier no return, which means that if you fail, you're going to pay such a high price, and you're also going to lose control of your power in this moment.
Okay.
On a 7 or a 9, I'll read this out loud. You're going to be replacing one theme. I think you're reaching too far into Mercury for this. So you'll be replacing one theme.
Yeah.
On a 10 plus, you don't replace the theme, but you mark a fade on a theme of your choice, and you burn all the power tags of one of your themes.
Okay. I'm adding Deeply Determined. I'm adding Super Speed, Surprise from Behind, Steal Other People's Powers, Leave Them Powerless. And then I burned Group Gaslighter as I convinced Hades that I accidentally bumped into them.
plus the 4 from me and...
From you two.
So that's...
You will be taking a -1 from Space-Time Overload.
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's fair. So +9. I think,
Yeah.
you know, it's a tough going. So it's going to
Honestly-
be a close one thing.
Snake Eyes is not going to be Snake Eyes plus whatever. It'll be as if you had just failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Anything
course.
other than Snake Eyes, I'll let you tell us what happens as you
This is
Okay.
suffer the
insane.
consequences of your actions.
Oh boy, I'm so nervous. Okay, this is Stop Holding Back. Okay, I'm gonna click it. I want to see what I get. Roll 20. I've talked shit about you, but back me up here. Okay. 18.
With an 18,
So we would have succeeded anyway. Jesus.
with an 18, you mark a fade or a crack on a theme of your choice, and you still burn all of the power tags. Burning in that instance means you cannot use them again for the rest of this campaign, basically. So pick wisely.
Yeah. It's gonna be obviously one of his logos. I think that's the Athletics Weekly. I haven't, other than Deeply Determined, I haven't used anything there much. I haven't really used my celebrity too much. I haven't used my charm too much. In the face of gods, none of that has been helpful. So I'm going to add a crack to that. And I burnt all of those tags, right?
It doesn't have to be that one. Just pick a theme that you're burning all the tags off of.
Yeah, I'll burn all the tags on Athletics Weekly.
Very good. Mercury, explain to us how it looks as you pull Hades out, expending a lot of resources on your end, on the crew's end. And tell us what you do with it.
We have been in harmony for most of our existence together. Unlike the others from the stories I've heard from Blessing and Aziz, Mercury and I's relationship has been pretty amicable. Even before I was awoken, I'd always been a lover of sports, athletics. I've always been a runner. I've always done sport in some way, shape, or form. And Mercury finding me and choosing me, it was a win-win for the both of us. And we've always been in sync in that way. Even when they had originally found me, I was a bit of a how do you say, a kleptomaniac. I would often steal anyway. It was kind of, I wasn't exactly in the best living conditions. So when I could, I would steal, sometimes for fun, sometimes for necessity. But as I got more into the career of just doing athletics, I found myself in a much more livable circumstance where I didn't need to steal to survive. I didn't even need to steal for fun. I was already in these high intensity competitions almost monthly, sometimes weekly. And that was enough for me. But Mercury was definitely itching to, they have sticky fingers and they've been itching to utilize them for a while. And as much as this whole ordeal has frustrated both Mercury and Angelo deeply, it's also allowed Angelo to let Mercury be free with that side of themselves, the King of Thieves, because they feel no remorse or guilt or, frankly, at this point, respect for the gods because of what they've done to him and other people who are just trying to live their lives. And in this moment, facing the person who has, in their mind, caused the most trouble for themselves and the innocent bystanders around them, Angelo fully lets Mercury answer the question that they've always been itching to figure out, which is, what is the ultimate power I could steal? And they reach into Hades. You see people watching, you see Angelo kind of accidentally plays a hand on the back of Hades as they try like move them away, but overlapping that hand is Mercury as they reach into the back of Hades and pull out a purplish flame as the very mythos Hades is wrenched out of whatever this physical form is. And I think just immediately puts it into their own chest, slams it into their own chest, and you see a burst of purple flames glittered with gold of Hermes, as in this moment, I'm keeping this power for my own.
As you grab this power and put it into your chest, you're transported into a field of purple mist. Hades' true form is here. Looks at you, like swirls around you, kind of eyeing you up and down. Sticky fingers.
The King of Thieves.
You have a choice here, Mercury. Keep me and rule over the underworld. Hand me to somebody who knows best. And you see images like grow from this smoke, and Aphrodite is one of them, Isis is one of them, Persephone is one of them. And then various gods, various other mythos that you recognize or don't. But you have Proserpina, you have Hel, you have Oya here as well. If you let me free again, I will offer you and everybody you decide Elysium.
I will be honest with you, and I think again it's overlaid, is Angelo and a slightly higher pitched voice of Mercury overlaid. I just want to go home. That's all I've ever wanted, and that's what I'm going to get.
Eat.
No.
Then I don't see why you couldn't.
Reaching into my chest, I think this is the first time where the avatar of Mercury isn't in sync with Angelo, as Mercury reaches into Angelo's chest to pull out this purple flame, the kind of tether that's connected to the avatar of Hades in front of me. And I'll look at the options they gave. Aphrodite, Dionysus, Isis, and
Dionysus was very specifically not.
Oh, Dionysus was specifically not there. Okay, noted. So Isis and Persephone. And then the many other gods. And this is a tough one.
Don't make this face. You're not in this.
I walk right past Aphrodite. I walk right past Persephone. I walk past. I think I linger at Isis, and I think I look at the other gods, and I think even though Angelo doesn't know their domains, I think there's a sense, again, thief's eye of an understanding what there is to steal from them and knowing which one is their domain is the domain of the underworld. And I'm going to do something probably weird, probably wild, but Mercury's also the god of trickery and mischief. I'm going to just hurl Hades at a random god. The only thing that's certain is I'm not going for any of the Greek gods. But I'm going to hurl Hades at one of the other underworld, gods of the underworld, goddesses of the underworld, deities of the underworld.
So you're not choosing Isis, but you're choosing of the other pantheon.
Yes.
Proserpina is the Roman one.
Ooh. I don't really think I want to give it to a Roman one. I think my interaction with the Roman and Greek gods so far have been fucking awful. So I'm giving it to anyone else.
You hand over Hades to a random god that you don't recognize.
Yep.
And you but you're back into this restaurant. Hades' form falls to the ground lifeless. You're all looking at each other.
Angela kind of fixes their hair, their shirt, and just sits down in front of Ezra and just continues talking with Ezra.
The chills.
Can I know I've burned shapeshifting, but I'm assuming dropping my current shapeshift isn't part of that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go back to being Aziz, and I'm gonna tap Angelo on the shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back out. I've not eaten. But I could do with some help if you don't mind doing a bit more swapping of things when you're out.
Yeah. After dinner.
After dinner. And I'm gonna glare at Persephone and Isis and be like, we'll talk later, I've got stuff to sort, and just leave the restaurant.
There's currently nothing stopping you from leaving the restaurant. Aphrodite?
I am going to look at the body, look at Angelo.
I'm just laughing with Ezra, like literally like nothing just happened.
And there is the ghost of grief. Like the knowledge that something has been lost, but not having the wherewithal to really identify what it is or care that much. I sit down and I finish my meal. It is done now. I can tell that, so I can no reason to let some perfectly good wine go to waste. And are you order the creme brulee for dessert? with a delightful Moscato.
It might have to be made by the sous chef.
That is true. Yeah.
The chef has had a severe passenger injury. The camera shifts over to Isis and Persephone, who were clutching each other, sobbing that this is somehow over. Something in the world has shifted. Because by throwing Hades into some rando who wasn't ready for it, what you've done is taken an avatar, so someone absolutely 100% the god, and you've created a hybrid. And it will take some time for Hades' power to grow back. And whilst this is happening, the underworld will most likely crumble for a while. Isis and Persephone are clearly not looking like they're going to do anything about this. And they're going to exit the restaurant.
Can I finish my meal and leave?
You finish your meal, and leaving, you are knocked back into the real world. You're too far gone, you don't even care about the real world anymore, truly. And from here, you see that the thing that saved Isis and Persephone is the one connection to their humanity, which was each other. And from your tower, you watch the world continue without you. And you watch Isis and Persephone fighting with everything they have to free new mythos, to use the fact that the underworld is weakened right now to get all of those lost myths and stories out of oblivion. And you sense that from where you are, this is something you can help to do or hinder. And I will leave it up to you how you want this part to end.
I see their love. I see their devotion to each other. I see the love that can be in the world. And for all that I am beautiful and terrible, I am a goddess of love. I will not stop it. My help is half-hearted, for sure. And when Venus shows up, I'm like, hey, bitch. But I see how ugly the world was without the many. And so I allow it. And sort of help occasionally. A bit. And I keep an eye on Hades. Just, I don't know if I'm going to do anything to intervene when he's back to himself. But I'll definitely warn Persephone when it happens.
Aziz, you've made it out?
I go straight to the fire station.
Elle is here drinking hot cocoa with Lexi.
I'm just gonna be like, well, you are always right. I'm not dead.
What are you even talking about?
Don't worry about it. I have a friend who is gonna help us out later. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Did you want a drink?
Yes. And I'm also going to just give Lexi the biggest hug.
Ugh. Gross, that's gross. Right.
I'm sorry,
okay.
I'm sorry. It's needed.
Okay, hugs you. Big burly arms. Hugging you.
And I'm just gonna be like, you're just so reliable, and I think I take it for granted. And I love you. Platonically, I love you.
I expected nothing more than platonic love.
I just wanted to be clear, I've been around a lot of people who've slept with each other. It's been a whole thing.
Okay.
Slut-shaming Blessing from beyond the grave, goddamn.
I wasn't slut-shaming, I was just explaining my need for clarity.
As you say this, Elle is like giggling, but also like a bit sad.
Why is that a bit sad? I just said platonically.
Platonically to Lexi.
Because Elle thinks that you're saying platonically for everybody involved in this scene.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna then go over and sit with Elle, steal their drink,
Has warmed it for you.
and just say thank you and give him a kiss on the cheek and then drink it.
Adorable, and all is well in the world. Do you or do you not intervene in Isis and Persephone's plot?
I will be like, listen, I don't know if Angelo is down to be this integrated into being part of this, but I think if people absolutely detest the god that's in them, then they should be allowed to just ask for us to like, you know, like a tumor removal.
More like a tumor transference, because you pull it out, it's going to end up in someone else.
We can make that a scene if you want. I think Angelo would definitely have feelings about being further integrated in the god bullshit.
Listen though, with great power. I'd be like, you know what, honestly, I don't care that much about other people. If you help me and Elle out, we're fine. That's all we need.
Yeah, I think, Angelo would definitely, I think Angelo would probably arrive, like show up a couple of days afterwards, but I do think after the dinner, Angelo will turn to Ezra and just go, are you done? We can probably order more if you want some more.
I don't want to just, steal all your money. We can have another dinner another time.
I know, I just want to make sure, because I'll be honest, this is lovely. I never want to come here again. So if there's anything you want to have here.
Lovely evening. I thought this was
so much
going to
to
be
tell you.
like our place that we come to when we're celebrating.
No. I think we're gonna go somewhere else. Definitely.
Is
for
this
good
the thing
memories.
where we're putting a pin in it, we'll circle back?
Actually, no. We can talk about it right now.
What?
Give me your hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna take their hand and say, I need you to take a deep breath. Okay.
Smallest, shallowest breath.
Nope. Deeper breath. Okay then. And I'm going to do something wild again. I'm going to share my super speed with them, and I'm going to run to their home with them. I'm trying to make them aware of godhood, and I know last time speaking to them didn't work, so I wanted to show them.
This is going to be a 50-50.
Okay.
Odds or even, you decide which one Ezra will understand what's going on.
Even Ezra understands.
Okay.
And I'll roll a d6.
Just a d6.
4. As I speed to Ezra's apartment.
Did you do this? Am I dead?
Nope, you're alive. You're still
What
alive.
just
You're alive.
happened?
Let's go inside and take a seat. I'll explain everything.
Ah!
And as I open the door, I'll be like, so, you've heard of Percy Jackson, right? I was like,
Beautiful. Yes?
And I was saying that a final thing, that Aphrodite never visits Rosa. Of course not, that would be ridiculous. But does keep an eye on her.
Rosa is keeping the promise that she made you. You watch her grow older, and you watch her love the children of others, and you watch as she takes on the leadership of the Museum de Cluny. And you watch her become, career-wise, higher than even her highest expectations of herself. And she gets close to becoming Minister of Culture, and decides against it. And you feel that what is holding her back is all the conversations that she had with Blessing, shit-talking the government. And in that conjuring of the memory of Blessing and the time that you had together, this is the one last pull to your humanity that you will ever feel, and I will let you decide what you do with it.
I keep the thread. I don't see Rosa. I don't speak to her. I don't care enough for that. But the way that this love burns, the way it hurts, the way there is something deep in Aphrodite's soul that cannot be sated, this thing that was Blessing, that is love. That is love that Aphrodite, as solely Aphrodite, could never know. And this version of Blessing is small, it's diminished. In fact, it's actually quite contemptuous to keep it as some toy, as an oddity, as an intense spa treatment Aphrodite uses occasionally. But she keeps it, and she watches Rosa. She watches her grow and live. Eventually, she watches Rosa die, and she sheds real, genuine tears for it. But it's not enough. Of course, it's not enough. She has obliterated a person, and she will now live indefinitely. And in time, she all but forgets that Angelo and Aziz are there because their lives were so short. Here and gone in a moment. And I think by the time Hades rises again, Aphrodite doesn't care. Not really. It's not her problem anymore.
And with that, unless anybody has a last final little thing they want to do, we will end this campaign of Blanket Fort. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this absolutely wild ride. I'm sorry, but also no. And also, I think the players owe you an apology as well.
I would like to very formally apologise to everybody who has watched this, because I didn't intend this, but I didn't not intend this either. And so, if you have been traumatised by watching me specifically, feel free to leave hate mail in my Instagram DMs.
I apologise for nothing.
I also apologise for nothing. I think Angela was a wonderful person.
I don't think that about my character, but I still apologise for nothing.
You know, like... Nak, I think there was a moment, like, when we were heading to the underworld that I was like, should I have a final goodbye? Like, no, Blessings had a final goodbye. After it's like, fuck no, piss off. And here we are.
And here we are. Where can we find all of you on the internet?
Ambereen, go on.
I'm Ambereen. You can find me at Ambereen AK on the social medias and also on Blanket Fort all the time. You're never getting rid of me.
I am Mazhedgehog. You can find me on the socials, I think Twitter, Bluesky, Instagram, and TikTok at mazhedgehog.
I'm Drak, or Draconics. You can find me on all socials at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. I'm in a whole bunch of TTRPG stuff. Just follow my socials. I'm truly everywhere at this point, so search that up. The only thing I will shout out is that if you like me playing gods, check out Lost Omens Divine Mysteries, which is a Pathfinder 2nd edition expansion with Paizo, because I got to write some gods there. I was one of the writers there. So if you really enjoy gods, check that out. And then, I don't know, tag me in on socials to tell me about how much you like the gods I wrote for. Because I love Paizo, but the 1st edition lore is real bad. It is really bad. And I was like, hey, this is really bad. And they're like, please rewrite it. So a lot of that stuff is just fully from Drak Brain. So if you check that out, let me know how you like it and if you use it in your campaigns. But yeah, that's me.
Incredible. This has been a joy and honour, as always, and a privilege to take you on this journey. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you everybody at home for watching. All of the links to everything will be in the description below. That's Patreon, that's all of these lovely people's socials everywhere. And we will see you very soon. Goodbye.
Bye.